Welcome back, L127 here. So last time in our Factorio Space Age playthrough, I set up the train system, and, this rather annoying train interrupts thing. I believe there is an easier way to set up this using wildcard signals. We have to uh, test with those wildcard signals sometime. Anyways, so last time we have our train set up and we started making some basic resources, some basic processed resources that is going to be running over the entire place. And I started breaking down the previous loading station here. Well, I plan to transition the entire. I plan to transition the entire. Train system, the entire bottle to accept such products going to be going to be taken from directly instead of processing them on site. So as that is going to be a part of the plan, I need to absolutely be ready for this. So the first thing is I'm going to set up for a trains. Going to be setting up for a station that is going to take all the needed resources. All the resources here and get the thing set up basically. So the first part of the build is going to be designing a train station accepting all these type of materials. All these materials that's going to be needed for. It's going to take a while before I determine how I'm going to do this. As this is where the robots are going to take the things from, I definitely going to need quite a bit of a robot post coverage for this. And then we need even more robots to cover the power needs for the as there's going to be a lot of logistic robots that are going to be taking place over. I can't do that. Well, the only way this will work is something like this. Maybe I should tweak this. Uh, Alright, it's gonna be something like this, I guess. So the first part is going to be well, I'm going to put it a bit further, as it is a bit too close for it to be identified as this. The segments for this section. Alright, that's the first part. And then I also need to make sure the real signals here. And that's the first part of the setup. 19 stations in total. Oh yeah, it's going to take quite a bit of its bulking settings. What you have expected to be around here for the post stations. Or something like this. Maybe not the cleanest one, but it will work. I hope. I hope it works. But yeah, it's gonna be something like this. And we take in the balancer. It will not align with the wheel, so I have to cut the wheel first before I can do this, I think. Well, actually, it isn't really applicable here. We'll cancel that for now, but at least I know it's going to be the similar thing here. Then the next one is I'm probably going to go with this direction, and then we take it from here. And then taking the balancer here, and then do the same thing for the other one. And we can do something like this. Limit them to, let's see, 10, 10 for now. Now that's how I want this to, but I'm not sure how this one will be treated because it's a different way of it's a bit different. Well, let's take a direct test with this one. I'll see how this works. So directly copy this section. There is no railway here, so we take this one off, and then we take this part off, and then change this to underground. So it sort of works, and the other one can just be basically the same as this few things, as they are essentially the same. So it's gonna be something like this. But the problem is, I don't think we have enough bulk inserters, something like this. Anyways, so that is that part. Next is we're going to take off this segment. We're already running out of the parcel provider chest for this. We still have some circuits, so it should be fine for now. That's how I want the train station to work for now. So let's see. First, let me pull off uh my station templates for this. Of the station templates I need is the receiver. So let's see what kind of things I want to receive. So iron, I need copper, coal, stone, I need uranium, oil, iron plate, steel, copper plate, plastic, stone brick. I don't need copper ore. Copper is only used for smelting copper. Iron I need for concrete. So explosives, sulfuric gases, no. Battery, neutron circuits. Now there is 17 stations. There are 2 more stations I plan to set up later. But for now, let's get our station set up. So here is going to be iron. Here's going to be steel. Here's going to be copper. So basically I'm just going to be setting up stations. And then the next thing is we need to set up for substations to be able to fit this through. Well, I'm just going to do something very simple. I'm just going to do something very simple out here. I will create this by a bit. I will use the template key before I. Oh well, maybe I should use substations. Replace it. Save this. I will use substations instead. I don't want to make things too complicated here because things can be very messy. Yeah, right. Not in the really cleanest form I would like to set for, but at least it pulls everything. So I will go with this. As for this one, though, anyways, I think uh, yeah, I just, alright. And so we'll just grab one in somewhere. Let's see. Is this station copper plate? So copper plate receiver. And I can disable power line. So the next I can set, I will set it here actually. I will set electronic circuits, advanced circuits, the processing units on this one. There should also be a station here actually. Okay, so the low density structures will be this one. And I want receiver to be here. As it's only needed for concrete. There are other use for iron, but it's used in space, not here though. You can also cast iron, but that requires calcite, and it's not easy to get to calcite now, so we'll ignore that for now. Explosives. No, coal is going to be there. We're also going to have stone bricks here. And I'm going to have plastics here. Explosives here. Battery here. Well, actually, I want to drag this away from the place. And then here is going to be just something else. Here's going to be the electric engine units. Alright, so that is the station. There is 2 more stations left to go. But as you can see here, trouble copper plates receiver. Is there any? Yeah, then we probably need more trains. And then there are two more stations. Here I will be naming the station already. The one is going to be pipe. I will just abbreviate it as more. And here is going to be here for more receiver. So that is going to be how the station, how the bottom is going to receive and going to process stuff. There's still going to be some on-site processing, but a lot less compared to this. So I will be back in a while. Alright, so I'm back. So the first thing I absolutely want to do now, where's the mobile post? Post here. Alright, so the first thing I absolutely want to do, also I want to use the other form of mobile post. Or actually, it can be something like this. So the reason I want to start to work on rocket fuel right away because I need a lot of rocket fuel for trains. As you can already see how much rocket fuel, how I feel the trains, basically. So the first thing I want to do is to set up for rocket fuel. as I need to set up for more locomotives. I can I just need to run the construction. There should be a nature clean. Anyways, how's the power? Power is alright at the moment, but I don't know how hard I use the robots workers. Any issue? I don't know. But we'll see in the future though. But first, I need to be able to set up the boss mode. Reset the bot mode, should I say? Because if I don't reset the bot mode, I won't be able to get this fixed. So the first thing is getting this corner. Uh, uh, Getting this one corner area. As you already see, the similar design here, where I produces the rocket fuel, I'm gonna actually get more rocket fuel here. But yeah, the rocket fuel is gonna be like that. Still 3 trains. Cannot have what's 3 trains? All of which are uranium, because uranium doesn't even exist at the moment. We don't have much of an emergency on that, but we will absolutely need to set up for uranium when we want to get something like the biolabs, which needs uranium 235, or like if we want to set up for nuclear power, or like even further when we get to lake and when we get to captive vital spawner placeables, which request Covarex research to be unlocked, is going to be requiring more uranium 235. Or just try to get more uranium fuel cells for our portable fission reactors, that kind of thing. Anyways, so the first thing is we're gonna set up for rocket fuel. Here is basically the design you have seen previously. We're going to adapt this whole thing. The rocket fuel is completely produced with light oil here, as it's cheaper to use light oil to produce rocket fuel here. And we already started running out of resources, and that's a bad. We can only hope and pray at the moment, because I'm not really up to producing anything really at the moment. I just keep using the resources, building things I feel like needed, but never really thinking around making a product, doing production of resources, and this can end up badly when I start to need the resources. When I start to need to make some things for necessary, very important things. We don't have much of an issue at the moment. We just need to settle for more trains so the resource can flow. It should be fine. Next is to settle for rocket fuel delivery, which is going to be here, and then very easily, this is going to be how we're going to make the rocket fuel. And obviously, efficiency modules to be able to save some power and produce less pollution. So I don't really think that I need to worry too much about this, but I still kind of am, because we are not yet through the night, which is the point of the hidden start to spawn. But we should be good at the moment, but we don't have a place going. That's not good. So the first thing is I'm going to get copper plate receiver, because oh my god, we have issues on this part. So the copper plate receivers. This is the copper plate, yes. And I will be asking for rocket fuel. This is when we need to really use the rocket fuel. We will need quite a bit of a rocket fuel. Oh, it's refueling. Else, we will need to get more oil mining going, because at the current rate, we will not going to uh, be good with oil. Like at all, because we'll have quite a bit of issue with oil. I'm thinking about, well, let's also settle for iron plate, because we're also going to need iron plates. Receivers quite a bit for many places, so we're also going to be setting this for We have set up the interrupts in the last part. Now the remaining part is actually quite easy. You just basically start assigning a train when you feel you need to assign a train for a specific purpose. Well, and then you put rocket fuel or any kind of fuel you want to use, like nuclear fuel if you have that going. So I will use rocket fuel. Uh, it's easier to go for, and as it only needs light oil to make. It's very easy actually. So here we can then get our uh, rocket fuel going, and then deliver those rocket fuel to supplement our factory need, the needs in the way that our place need a lot of rocket fuel. It gets even more consumptive when you have a lot of those trains running. So we're definitely going to settle for that. I would say train groups and interrupts will definitely change how you design your trains. And I want to get this oil patch, but there's a problem. Yes. So in this part, I would also like to go for some, well, negotiations with the enemy. But first, let me set up my iron click. Well, part of the factory is still functioning. Not much of it though. We don't even have oil. But we are not really using those things that needs much of stuff. We still have part of the factory going, but we are not really satisfied with the current situation. As we started draining we don't have any. What this is? This is light oil. Yeah, the light oil is already gone for good. We can rip this off now. No worries though. We already have rocket fuel going, so we don't need to worry about this part. We can totally remove this without worrying anything, as our rocket fuel should be slowly but surely going. The slow process though, and our rocket fuel. Oh yes, again. So we have our rocket fuel start storing here. We totally have. We totally don't need to worry about that kind of problem. How's our water? Water is cut, so that is also not going to be a possibility. We already run a lubricant for this, so we can cut off this entire section, and we can also cut off this entire section. And robots as well, because we cannot even get robots going at the moment. As for water, it's also cut. We will not be able to set up for the concrete factory. So we can also cut off the concrete for now. As here we have a gear for more and a pipe for more receiver. We're going to change. Oh, I absolutely need to do one. That's one thing I absolutely need to do, and I want to change the color to light color because it's a neater to have a look of have a uh, having a neater color than just a regular red color. And I absolutely need to settle for the parameters for things don't jam, even though it's going to be only one train for these two types. And here I'm going to start to settle for. Oh, I didn't set it to move forward because well, that's unfortunate. I want to I want to remove the wall deposit here. And then we're going to do another natural cleaner here. As I don't really need to worry about these alerts, as we don't even have the uranium station. Or should I turn those off first before the the alerts gets annoying? And then turn them back on when I started I set up the uranium mining. Engine can be there. We have zero worries about the engines at the moment. As engines, we can still make engine units, so that isn't a problem. Why didn't I make pipes? Oh, I made pipes that way. Anyways, so we can start to settle for what is this? This is copper plate. So copper plate, good. And then we're going to set these up to copper plate. And this is iron plate. Iron plate. And it becomes very easy to just add on new trains once the groups are set. This is steel, so let me change this to steel group, and then this is electronic circuits. It becomes very easy to set these up. No worries about any kind of that kind of thing. Anyways, I got my combat necessity. So let's go to take down some enemies, and then I can get to that oil patch. So my preference for combat at this state of the this current phase of the game, before getting some very powerful technologies like a swarm of spidertrons, where you can just go nuts with several of them, and then just have a lot of them taking down enemies, I usually bring a submachine gun gets obsolete at this current state, or you maybe consider uranium rounds at this current state of the game. I usually go with a shotgun and a rocket launcher, and I usually go with the both types of the basic rockets. The one with the single targeting damage, and the other one with the explosive AoE damage. I also prefer using the destroy capsule. So I'll go with 6 of those and then just go roll, basically. Destroyers are very powerful, as you can see here. While you take down the spawners, you can just the destroyers can help taking down the enemies that is approaching towards you, and then they can also help you take down the spawners as well. I also better get the grasp of this opportunity to take down enemy bases before they evolve to a point where behemoths spawn, to the 0.9 where behemoths will spawn. And the problem is I don't have a very strong explosive damage, so they don't do much of the damage. But when you get a very high strong explosive damage, those strong explosive will require me to get to agricultural science. We will soon get to agricultural science. It's a bit tricky to deal with that science though. So. It will be very interesting to see when I came to encounter when we go to Gleba. The enemies here are relatively easy to deal with. When you compare them to those enemies in Gleba, the Gleba enemies are really relentless and really merciless in the worst way possible. If I would have imagined. Gleba enemies are really brutal and can easily tear up your base if you are not careful. And the way Gleba enemy works, or like Gleba enemy attacks work, is quite similar to Nauvis attacks, but in a different source of so-called pollution. In the there is it's a bit more complicated. Well, not too complicated, but I will talk about it when I get there. Not now. But the enemies here is just not too much of this difficulty here, and I already lost a lot of destroyers from the enemies. They don't expire; they just get taken down, which reduce the 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 utility on this part is not the really nicest part, and oh dear, yeah, I definitely need to get a weapon upgrade soon. But for now, this will cover for what I need before 0.9 evolution, where behemoths are going to spawn. But as the behemoths start to spawn, I don't think this will do what I need to do to take down the enemy bases. So I better get a grip, get a better get a grip on this, and I want that oil patch. So I will just try to secure this oil patch by trying to take down enemies. I usually just take down enemies so far away from the resource patch or like my base that the pollution cloud is not going to reach the any enemy base. That's at least my preference. I don't like uh, dealing with attacks, or like feels like the attacks are going to be more or less lethal to me because I don't have any sort of defense in my base. So yes, my preference of weapons. One of the best weapons options for attacking before getting really powerful ones. I would say destroy capsules, but you would probably going to need the follow robot comfort to make it better and make it even better with the electric weapons damage 3. This upgrade needs Tesla weapons, and it also needs electromagnetic science, which I plan to get when I finish out the Nauvis work here. It's still going to be a lot of Nauvis work to do before I actually go back to Fugora and finish the science. I got into Fugora just for the electromagnetic class, so I can actually get my base upgraded further. But at one point, I need to get the science pack to get something like quality modules 3, which then I can upgrade to a better upgraded quality farming. And then there's a mech armor. It's a super useful armor in many ways, allowing you to basically ignore the terrain. Well, in most cases. And I also prefer using shields as a passive health regeneration kind of thing. Uh, so you don't die as easily during combat. I would like to take a try on discharge defense, though I highly doubt if discharge defense is going to be that reliable. And I don't think discharge defense gets benefits before Tesla weapons. And I run out the uh, cluster grenades. We will use poison. Oh god. Don't get me stuck in a rock. Anyways, I think we should be good with the oil patch. I hope the pollution cloud doesn't go too far that it actually reaches the enemy. Anyways, we have our. So the first thing is that I think I will extend the base there. So I think I will just go with the grid extension. Should be good then. And then we will be using a gate here for now. I think I have a gate. Oh, there is also a gate. Alright. So that is that. That's how I'm going to deal with the. Deal with the oil issue for now. But the issue gets better and better. The situation gets better when I get to research higher levels of mining productivity, and then we can get more oil over the same patch. How's the situation going? I should also put focus on the other types of drinks now. Would have been plastic anyways. We're never going to have enough petroleum at the first place. Oh my god. Petroleum is very difficult. Mostly because we don't have oil. So let's get fixing the problem. We can extend our train capacity. Uh, I have set it to 20 for each type. Well, each type of that is going to have the storage that is. I'm not going to have storage for train storage for science. It's not practical anyways, or at least to me. And I also not going to go do this for pipes and gears because I don't feel going for that. So I will be just in having one tray carrying the pipes and the gear. Did I just skip a light on it? I think those one. Alright. Anyways, I personally don't think I need to do this for processors now. For now, we're just gonna be doing basic stuff like this. Anyways, uh, as they slowly but surely extending, uh, it's gonna take a while. And the next problem is going to be the mining sites where I can get to mining resources. It's also going to be a problem. And for iron, I'm really able to get some iron. As in, I feel like we are going to be running out of iron. We can we can have a take there. We could possibly have a take there. And then we can gate this entries so the enemies don't get the advantage there. Anyways, I'm going to do a brief off-screen session uh, to set up basically all the trains to all groups. Might as well just do it now if I can. Then I'm gonna set up for the and then when I return, I'm gonna start to set up uh this few sections where I'm gonna make a engine, electric engine, processing units, low density structure, as well as sulfur. For now, I feel like I should. I could set this up now, otherwise it takes a while. As for that part, I may as well just try to get another oil processing if possible. Though I highly doubt if I actually have the oil to do that. But might as well try to extend if possible. Then I will be back uh, when I set up the train groups. Alright, so I'm back. So it took a while, as I am pretty short on rocket fuel and filling all of these trains uh, requires a lot of rocket fuel. I could possibly use this low tier fuel like solar or even coal, but yeah, as an interrupter says on rocket fuel, I have to just simply use the rocket fuel. Anyways, so I have a set of the group for each train group basically. Basically, every single train group is going to be go through all of the train extensions. So the trains. So the train is going to be acting as a global storage. In that case, I didn't do the group on uranium. I plan to do the uranium group when I actually got to uranium mining, not now, because I don't even have a uranium station. That's quite a bit annoying. Oh, that's anyways, as the groups are going, as you can see, the train groups, as most of the train groups that we have set up here is 20. Now, there are 2 more trains I want to add. The 2 trains are very specific. It's already determined, it's already determined at the moment that I set up the trains, I set up the Osmo stations. It's going to be these 2 trains. This is the pipe, so get grab pipe and blue filter. For these 2 trains though, the few are going, the way this is going to be done is relatively simple. We have a pipe for mode delivery, pipe for mode receiver. Here it's going to get to, oh wait, no, full cargo, empty cargo, and then just full fuel. So it's that simple. For the trains that doesn't need to be too complicated. And it can just be as that. It's very easy to set up. Alright. While that is going, I'm also going to add for another iron mining station. As a presumably going to need more mining. While waiting for the rocket fuel to go to be made and then be fed to all the trains, I set up basically more oil mining session as much as I can. Basically, I try to increase oil production because I just lack oil. I need oil. Without oil, I can't do much about producing rocket fuel though. So I had to do something to help me produce more oil so I can get more rocket fuel. I also get a second oil refinery section, though it is not really significant unless I got even more oil to use, but this pretty much makes sure all the oil is being used up. I should probably decrease the capacity on the other the processed oil types, maybe. And that is just something very easily possible. The train stations are just built, and that's expected to happen. Anyways, so the first thing I want to do is that we have the iron plate receiver here. So my thought is that we're going to start making. I also updated the mining session, pistol mining session, was they were there before. I should also upgrade stone mining as I am basically running out of stone because I will be running out of stone because I will be using those heavily, landfilling most likely. Not now because it's too much of a issue at the moment, but we will be draining stone rapidly. For that, the coverage I should be. Well, I should be. I should be helping this out using. Extending this first, and then I'm going to later transition this stone mining because I definitely going to upgrade stone mining. If I don't upgrade stone mining, is going to cause some issues, most likely. It's quite likely that the whole thing is going to be on the issue. And then I implement the grid. And then I implement the substation grid. Just try to target those substation grids for now. It can just be there for now. Well, the robots will take care of the work. Alright, so what I want to do here is I want to start work on this iron to pipe and gear. So as the iron, so for the iron pipe to gear, and has been a part of a challenge. Well, not really a challenge, but it's annoying to deal with. I don't plan for perfect balancing here. It just needs to be able to distribute from all four sides. Then it will work. Well, at least I hope it will. That's the farthest I can push and I can pull off. Anyways, so assembler 3 is going to be a rather simple way of design. It's going to be with a rather simple design like this. For pipes, it's going to be 12, and for gears, it's going to be 6. So Uh, Change this to gears. And then we can just basically copy the whole thing. Maybe I should flip this section. And then I don't put that part of the. It just basically copy pasting at the current state. It's copy pasting, but it's basically like how you're going to do things in large scale. And that's basically it. And if you just we'll also cover what we potentially need for this. Alright, so there is the pipes and gears. Anyways, we better transition to a new mode before the old mode is going to basically give up on itself. Well, giving up, me giving up on the old mode because it will no longer hold our need. So for the part that goes, we're going to be very easy, we're going to be very quickly copy whatever I'm going to need. We don't need this. Sticks, I'm still going to need sticks, but I'm going to leave sticks for somewhere around here for now. I cut this off. I will be deleting this part as I feel like it should fit in a new another category. For this, and I should be able to put sticks along here. I will increase stick production because I will most likely need to make more sticks. And here I will be making here I will be default to the tier 1 rail, tier 1 assembler, and here are the rail elements. I want to put furnace here. And the electromagnetic plants making the power poles and I will count up the modules. I think we should. I think I shouldn't need to worry about this part for now. Empty out the empty. Removing the empty chest. For this, I will just be removing those, and for these, I will also be removing just for now. And here, I will also be removing the whole thing. There's a lot of robot work. As for the two workers, oh dear, the two workers. Well, I can't really do anything with these two rockets. I also need to start to work on transitioning my logistic chest, or should I say storage chest, to here. So let's do it. Let's migrate our storage chest. It's gonna be all over the area. There's gonna be a lot of storage chests. We'll go over this area, and that will be the new shop area. Or should I say mall? Mall is a more correct term in that way that the ambience of mall. Big miners. And, we'll put it in this chest. Can't really do anything about these rockets. What can I do? Oh, yeah. I don't know. I also consider the what can I do? No, I don't have a space platform starter pack. I plan for getting a space platform starter pack and send it out from the rockets. I can just have new. I can just have those empty platforms whenever I'm going to start a new platform project, and then I can get this going. So maybe a good idea to get that started. So I will make 4 of those. It may be crazy to get 4 of those though. It needs a quantity of steel. It is a very slow crafting thing. Let's see, where is my steel? Well, my steel is here. Oh, I need more than this. Alright. It looks slow crafting. I also like to see if I can pull out my best luck here using quality measures. And then we're going to do this start class. It's extremely slow. Might as well just get this with the best I can do. Okay. So I'm gonna get some parameterized factories. Yeah, we're going to make labs. I will be making labs for future when I need a lot of labs. Also, when I feel like I need to start work on a serious project where I need to. I feel like I need more sticks. I should make this somewhere. Heap. I'll be making 6 heap, and then I will be making 3 things. Yep. I can possibly sell it for. Well, actually, I kind of want to. I will sell for 100. Well, I will leave those in the military section. What I can do. Well, nothing I can really do at also I want to make here. Let's make boilers. I will need boilers for later when I'm going to make heating towers, so might as well just get 2 boilers. And then here's iron sticks. Fine, that's 30%. I feel like I'm gonna need more sticks. Then we will need to find somewhere to make the robots, the concrete, refined concrete, as I plan to make concrete here. Anyways. And I should also raise the cap for structures. And any other chests, really? Oh, the steel chest is good. Oh, jeez. Don't filter? Or. Oh, here's good. Can also disable. We'll build platform. We're going to call this A. Oh, it was a B. Just give them quick names. It doesn't need to be complicated. So just get as simple as I could potentially get it. Then we can get all the rockets used up, and then it's over. And I should also remove the big miner. I have found the place. And then here's a cargo landing pad, and we're going to put it. Actually, I'm taking the properties here. I don't want it. And then we're going to finish up the final. Anyways, so what I can do is first is empty out the empty, remove the empty storage, and then contribute these storages here. And then as for long arms, we're just going to put long arms here. So the cap is already applied, and I want it a bit more than this, just in case the robots get to the robots going. Might as well raise the cap for these few things. Could also increase the buffer. That was mostly for the robust speed. Here I will be making. Here I will be taking away the modules things. No! Oh god. Alright. Well, this is going to be quite nasty. So let's get the more unique items away from this storage. I think this will be the best way to. Maybe not the best. It was one of the best. Oh jeez. Taking the unique items away from the place may be the best way I can get this going. I'm not sure about it. Yeah, still missing the. Too much of a bet. And that's already overkill amount of landfill. Well, try to get the unique items away from this area. And then we should also remove the engine. And I should be able to remove the entire section here. Well, actually, most of these robots can be far away. Or maybe not the ones where I'm bothered. Well, we'll leave the most here. I'm gonna take whatever I feel like safe to take down without having to worry too much about uh, dealing with too much of a robot work. And then we have a huge amount of efficiency modules that also need to be treated. Because, oh my god, what in the world? Yeah, that's a lot of efficiency modules. When you become the reason, you get to take responsibilities. And then you will then have to carry a lot of efficiency modules on hand. What is using processing units? I don't see anything that uses processors. Yes. I'm going to sort things out and then it comes to the moment of decisions where we need to sacrifice some things before we can have a more smoother experience. I will keep the steel because steel is quite hard to get. It's quite compressive compared to iron. I will also take the advanced circuits because they are really important. Explosives as well. Until I can use those explosives on rocketry, a lot of rocketry is gonna be like this, you know. I have to make decisions here. Otherwise, my inventory is going to flood, or like my storage is going to be full, and the other problem is that the video length is going to be very long. It's for coal. Now the coal is also big here. Let's not take too much of a thing. For this. And then one next is I can take the wood. The wood is not easy to get. And the quality wood here. I taking the wood, but I'm not taking the oil. There's a lot of coal. That was from the last plot. I'm not sure about this. Oh, so the transition here. First, let me use the nature cleaner so I can see the work clearly. Anyways, we're moving to the new location. And then here will be where I'm going to put the lab section. So yes, the next place will be the labs. Here will be the labs, and the section next to it is going to be the cargo landing pad. Wood is not as easily obtainable compared to the other resources, which can be easily automated using mining drifts. Wood, to automate wood, you will need tree seeding, which is also very slow, and it also needs quite a bit of space, and then you can automate wood. But for now, I feel like I'm going to stop piling wood. Not sure about this though. Still quite a bit of wood. The iron plates. Almost finished off this section. I think I have enough wood for this. Now it's time to take down all of those things. $350. I simply can't. Okay. Do I have explosive rockets somewhere? Oh, it was substation. Jeez. these few things lived. Might as well just keep them. Anyways, this place is basically cleared off. Alright. So the next thing is I'm going to tear the whole thing up. Oh, don't break the robopost. Anyways, so that is the older section gone. Anyways, so here is the left side I plan to go for. I don't want rails here. I say I don't want rails here. Yes. So this is going to be the left setup. It's including 140 labs and 80 beacons. And the way I designed this thing is so agricultural science can spoil. This is a science pack that is available in the future. This can spoil, and we will need to treat spoilage. So the way I do this is we insert the science packs and then we put it into the seating towers, which is available later. Then that's pretty much the science lab. So in the next part, I will be setting up the science production and as well also the rest of the resources I'm going to need. So if you want to follow the series, consider subscribing and turn on the notifications, and I will see you in the next part. Thanks for watching.